Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome two of the best in the business. One lives in the land of cheese, and the other in the land of 10,000 lakes. This is the Northern Border Banter Podcast with your hosts, Trent McKenzie and Brent Bender.
Here we go.
That's beautiful.
Here we go. All right, I'm pumped up now to do this. I wasn't
Good, so am I.
beforehand. I was dreading today.
Why is that?
I'm just kidding. I wasn't at all. I was just super excited. It's been fun. Oh, I just heard a crack. What'd you crack open there?
I cracked open a Happy Place, a Midwest Pale Ale.
Whoa, you're doing beer today, huh?
We're getting saucy today, my friend. It is a hump day. It's been a stressful week at work, you know, so I need a nice beer.
Yeah. Boss really riding you?
Oh, you know how it is. Giggity. Let's see what we got. Yeah, good old Milwaukee, Wisconsin brewery.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Third Space Brewing. I was trying to get. I had my good buddy over, Jesse, and his family for dinner tonight, and yeah, I went to the store today with the kiddo, and I wanted to get some Moon Man. That's my favorite Nuclearis beer. The Walmart here sucks. They only stock Spotted Cow. Spotted Cow is fine. I like Spotted Cow. It's okay, but Moon Man's my favorite. You know what? When I was in college, when my buddies told me, like, he said, you know what Spotted Cow is? It's a glorified light beer. I'm like,
yeah.
Huh. I'm like, you know what? Maybe you're right. I like it a lot, but yeah, Spotted Cow I prefer some other brews. Moon Man's my go-to Nuclearis beer. So I feel like I should tell everyone that.
What do you rate that one there? What was that called again?
It's called Happy Place Midwest Pale Ale. Bright
Place.
hop aromas meet notes of citrus and tropical fruit in this supremely balanced hoppy pale ale.
Wow. Pretty good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll give it a 7.1.
7.1. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Craft Explorers Winter Warmer.
Ooh. You need that down there in North Carolina.
6.1%.
Oh, my God.
I've already had a couple sips and I'm feeling it already. This one was
Are you really feeling it?
A little bit. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
No.
Fucking guy.
I bought this at a grocery store here. I don't know where else they are, but it's like their version of Aldi. It's called Lidl or Lidl. Lidl.
You never once asked them how to pronounce this place? You don't go, hey, when you're buying your shit, you don't go, hey, how do you say, is it Lidl? Or what do you do?
I don't think their employees give one, they don't care. Like,
I would want to know right away.
I just like pronouncing it myself, all right? That's what I'm going with. I think I called it Lidl before. Lidl. I think I want Lidl.
Say one and then see how they react. I love Lidl.
Yeah.
Stare at them.
Yeah, this was like specialty on the shelf, and I bought a couple around Thanksgiving time, Christmas time.
About half a year ago?
Yeah. This one was just sitting in the back of my fridge. So it's a little
good.
old.
That's good. It aged. You got stronger.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of beer it is, to be honest. And it's brewed in a brewery that's in Central Virginia.
Virginia?
And yeah, exactly.
That's good. I like that.
I don't know. It like on the can or anything. It doesn't say anything. It just says brewed in Central Virginia. But I did a Google research and I completely forgot what brewery it said and everything. But
that's a great story, Brent.
It tastes like.
I just fucking. What's it taste like?
It tastes like a hint of coffee in there.
Oh, really, I see. I like that kind of stuff.
It's one of those. Yeah.
That's good.
A porter, is that what they call those? The darker beers?
Yeah, porter's one of them, yeah.
I think it is a porter. Cuz it is, I don't know. It's either that or it's like a heavy wheat ale or something like that. I don't know.
I got you.
But it's for I don't usually drink these kind of beers. I'm not a big heavy alcohol percentage. I can't handle that.
Yeah,
I like them. Girl. I like them glorified light beers. I'm a little girl.
Yeah, you do. Nothing wrong with them.
I do. But yeah, this one, I'd say it's, for that being this type of beer, I'd say it's a 7.2.
Ooh, you're going to one-up me, huh? All right, you can be 0.1 over. He's got to be that guy, you fucker. You're the guy in the Price is Right, aren't you? What did he bet? What did he do? I'll go $1 over. That's you. Decimal
that
over.
Yeah.
You turd. Anyway.
Yeah, big show. Big show tonight. This is our biggest show yet. I don't know. To try to keep it under an hour or around an hour is going to be tough.
We'll do our best.
We were struggling with some technical difficulties before the show.
Yeah, hopefully we're 45 minutes after we wanted to start, or 50 minutes. You know, that's cool.
And I really hope our new intro played for everybody. And they got to hear that, because that was pretty sweet.
That was pretty sweet.
But yeah,
I think it kicks ass. I love the intro.
It was very well done. It was like a professional did it.
It was like a professional did it. You and I just whipped it together.
With all the credit.
Yeah, that's right. It was all us.
It was great. You did write the script though, so that was spot on. Nailed that. That was funny.
It's the least I could do, great. Brent. You do everything else. I'm just riding. I'm riding your coattails. I'm
riding your coattails.
No.
If I'm riding coattails, we're both riding someone's coattails.
That we'll both ride on. We'll both be the kid that has someone else do the group project. We'll just hang on for dear life. That's all. We'll go along with it.
All right. We'll settle on that.
Let's do it though, baby. What do we got? What's going on?
We did our beer reviews.
Yes.
Those are solid.
Best ones yet.
We got to rip some wax, and we got to go over our winnings from last week.
Ooh.
So we did get some money back. I don't know if
money back from where?
From our cards from last week. I went and looked up the dollar totals for our big hitters here.
Yeah.
We'll go over that once we get to that. What else we got to talk about? We're going to hit on some of our favorite sports memories. That could be a whole show, really.
It could be.
We'll just touch on it. The Twins got back Royce Lewis. The Wolves, sadly, ended. I think we all knew it was coming, but there was a little bit of hope. And now
there was hope. It was
NHL
a fun ride.
Stanley, so the NBA finals are set. The NHL Stanley Cup finals. I don't know if that's what you really call that, but the Stanley Cup playoff series is that what you would call it? What do you call just Stanley Cup finals?
Just the finals, hockey finals. Yeah, Stanley Cup
NHL finals. Why am I struggling with anyways, they're set.
That beer's pretty fucking strong, dude. It's hitting you.
That'll be one show. Maybe the 4th of July show. I was thinking about if I should just do it at the cabin. We're getting off the topic here. We got some WNBA talk.
Damn right. I know. You love those women's sports.
Yeah, my favorite. And we got a ton of NFL news for the Packers and the Vikings.
Let's fucking roll. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it.
A lot to talk about. What should we start? I'll start with women's sports. Just get it, because the women are probably done listening already anyway, so maybe they're still sticking around. But I have to mention, because my dad told me to, the women's professional hockey league, the first year going, and the Minnesota hockey team. Yeah, the Minnesota girls won their version of the Stanley Cup. So
I know there was a women's hockey league.
Yeah, it just started up this year, professional one. I think it's the PWHL. I believe it's what it's called, Professional Women's Hockey League.
Okay.
And it was Minnesota versus Boston in the finals. I think it's a 5-game series, and I think we won it in Game 5. So,
nice.
I guess there's some controversy in Game 4 when we won it in overtime, and the girls celebrated and everything through their sticks. Well, the goal got reviewed and overturned, and then we wound up losing that game.
Ooh, that's not embarrassing at all.
I don't know.
They threw their sticks, they threw them in the crowd and said, "Fuck this place!" And we need those back.
No, they're celebrating. Yeah. and all for nothing. But
well, that's not embarrassing at all.
So Minnesota takes home another championship. That's what we're known for here.
That's right, the women's champions, baby.
Yeah.
Lynx. What are their names in hockey now? I had no idea.
I don't know the name of the team. I should probably.
Well, this is bad show prep, Brant.
It's the Minnesota Fighting Tampons. I don't know.
What the fuck?
I don't think that's what they're called.
I don't think so.
To be clear.
Fucking guy. No, but I was surprised to see your Caitlin Clark stuff in there. What do you want to talk about, Caitlin?
I wanted to add that for you.
I appreciate that. I want to say I could tell you're a big WNBA fan.
Well, you know what?
Caitlin with K-A-T. Cat. You spelled her name wrong and with a K.
Whoops. I know who she is. She plays for Iowa. She played for Iowa. He was in the Final Four a couple times. I know the other girl, Angel Reese. They're beefing and stuff, and then tried. For some reason though, on our Facebook feed, because we share that Facebook group. Yeah. Tons of WNBA and women's sports highlights. So are they just like pumping it down our throats right now, or are you clicking on all these Caitlin Clark links and Angel Reese?
No, man,
stories?
that's just the way it is now. It's crazy. That's what she's done for women's basketball. Caitlin Clark. I thought you want to talk about it, but yeah, it's just very interesting, isn't it? The fact that it's even a discussion or that we debate on talking about it. You know what I mean?
They're all over everywhere sports news. I don't know if that's like. I mean, I don't know. I guess she's a big deal. I know she's a big deal. But I still like. Yeah, if you'd have to pay me to sit down and watch a complete WNBA game. No offense or anything. It's just boring shit. Like,
I don't.
It's not. I guess it's not that boring, but compared to the NBA, I'd rather watch the NBA. But I guess the season's on different times. Yeah. I have no idea. I can't relate to girls. I think I don't know what it is about that. I don't want to get too controversial. So.
Well, with me, I don't sit down and watch games either, but I watch clips. I watched a little bit of it, but no, just in general, I was just going to talk about how cool it is, how what she's doing for the game, just how, so much jealousy in the league right now. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Like, do you think that the women would want her, like she's kind of like what she's bringing to the sport or whatnot, but a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of jealousy going on. There's never been a women's player that. Why are you smiling, Brant?
I'm just.
That's our WNBA coverage. That's all I want. We're good, Caitlin.
I'm not laughing at that. I like this. This is a good conversation, good topic. The jealousy thing is pretty typical with a lot of girls.
With a lot of girls, except. Well, I think that it's the same for. Well, because. I listen to a lot of stuff, read a lot of stuff too, but it was the same thing like LeBron, like when LeBron went to the league or whatnot, and how he's getting deals before he's even in the league for shoe deals or whatnot, and players that felt like this guy hasn't dribbled a fucking ball yet, and he's already like getting this much publicity, this or that, It's like, it's the way it goes, man. Just like with all things, just worry about yourself, But it's crazy to see what's happening with it.
I know there's a lot of women's basketball fans. I know my grandpa was big into the high school team there in New London. I remember. I think they won the state championship or went a couple times there in New London, Wisconsin. Cool. So I know I know a lot of people like it. It just does nothing for me. But
I understand
that's just me.
Yeah. No, man, totally get it. Yeah, no, I just want to talk about. It's interesting, It's cool to see what she's done for the sport. It's also interesting to see like what she's going through. But it comes with the territory. You can say that. A lot of young rookies go through this, in all sports or whatnot. But it's just crazy, man. Turning on Amazon Prime and seeing a Fever game as an option, the amount of money she's brought in. For the sport and interest, but that's all I want to talk about. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
It's not going to play itself out, but
hopefully, I think they'll start realizing, how good she is for the game.
Hopefully.
I think that's a lot of that is because she's a rookie. They don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, she does. I mean, she talks trash herself too in the court. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
She's known for like talking trash, but her teammates aren't really backing her up either when the stuff's going down or whatnot. But it is what it is. It comes with the territory.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. It'll be a good story to follow for a while here.
Hell yeah, dude!
Especially it's good time of the year too, with all the big sports wrapping up and stuff. So
yeah, well, for sure,
major ones. But what else we got, Trent? We got the Twins. Twins played tonight, and they played last night, and they're playing the Yankees. So
they're going to win.
Losses.
Twins are.
Yeah.
Oh.
They already lost tonight. I think it was 7-2. But the Twins, on the brighter side of things, Twins get back Royce Lewis.
Yeah, you're pretty pumped with that, I saw. Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know what he went tonight. I should pull up those stats real quick. But last night, his first game back, I think he was 1 for 1. He had only three plate appearances, and in his one at bat, and his one hit was a home run.
Oh, that's not bad. That's an okay.
After last night, he was 3 for 3 on the season with 2 home runs already. But yeah, I think he's the next biggest. I mean, for our team, I supposedly, but he has the potential to be one of those superstar players for sure.
How old is he again? He's a young buck,
I think he's 24.
Okay.
And the thing with him, though, is injuries. Like all these
25.
Twins players, it seems.
You
like,
lying sack. Okay.
Sorry. He maybe just turned 25. Maybe he's a Gemini. Okay.
Actually, you know what? His birthday's today.
That's right.
Today.
Him and
How'd
Joe
you not
Ryan.
know that? You call yourself a fucking Twins fan?
Him and Joe Ryan's birthday. I saw that.
That's
the
fantastic.
Twins post.
Well, good for him.
So 25 years old.
Happy birthday, Royce. Happy birthday for the NBB. Like and share.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe.
And subscribe. We'll send you some. We'll send you some swag. Cut that part out. We don't have any swag.
Someone did email us in our joint email box about
the spam.
I think it might have been. I don't know. It was weird. It's from a weird website. I think it was something like
Pornhub.
It was like a T-shirt company. Yeah. Okay. I don't think it was from them, but maybe. That's where we also upload our podcast.
So he's always in the bottom 100. I don't get it. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. Anyways, well, the Twins. They're probably going to lose tomorrow. I'll get swept by the Yankees again. They might play a 4-game series against them. I don't know. I should probably look that up. I actually did have a bunch of stuff up here, and then our whole
restart computer
difficulties kind of
Yeah.
That's my fault. That's not an excuse. We did send down our. I think it was a weird decision. Send down Julian, who was last year. I think I mentioned this in our first podcast too, which I like him a lot. He's just a pure hitter, but he was struggling this year. I mean, he's only hitting like 206 or something, or 208. But I mean, that's to be expected a little bit with a guy that's hasn't played a full season in the MLB yet.
Yeah,
but he still had like 6 or 7 home runs on the year, and I don't know. He's like a little. He can be our spark plug for sure, but if he's struggling, I get it. I guess send him down. Hopefully, he'll get some good quality of bats down AAA, and then he'll be up in a couple weeks or a month or something. But I thought that was a weird play because I don't know. Royce Lewis must be playing second base, and then Correa at shortstop, and Jose Miranda, who would have been the guy to send down, but he's been our hottest hitter for the last month and a half, 2 months, so we had to keep him up. But he can play first, but then we have Kirilloff, and we have all these, and Carlos Santana. I guess I would have sent down someone else. I don't remember who I thought it was going to be. I I thought it was going to be an outfielder maybe, because I know Royce Lewis could play outfield. He played a little bit. I don't think that's where we want him, just for injury concerns. But it is what it is. We'll see how this goes. The Twins are only in third place, and they were in the last wild card spot. So we were in the playoffs as of right now. I think we're like a 2-game lead against the next team, but we'll see. All-Star break's coming up in middle of the season. We might do some trades. We might be sellers. We might be buyers. I don't know. I hope we're buyers just for my sake and the fans' sake. We deserve it, but with this organization, we're known for being cheap asses, and I wouldn't be surprised if we sell some guys high, like Carlos Santana. Some other veteran guys that we probably could get something for, but we'll see.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, see how it plays out, man.
We'll see how it plays out. So, the next thing is, big upgrade here. You know what that means?
What's that mean, Brad?
Yes. Timberwolves talk. Let's just get this over with. Get the pain out.
I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah. I mean, like, I had a little bit of hope. I honestly was really hoping we weren't going to lose, Game 5 at home in front of the fans. And then, in the typical Minnesota way, we got destroyed at home.
Yeah.
So,
it wasn't even a competitive game.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. It was ridiculous, to be honest. But I don't know what to take from that. I just needed to enjoy the season. Are you going for number 2 already?
Yeah, baby.
Whoa, you are getting saucy. Oh.
I'm sorry. I listen to you talk about Minnesota sports, and I usually just get depressed and I start to drink. It's usually the way it goes with us.
That's exactly how it works. It is super depressing sometimes. But I'm trying to learn how to enjoy the ride, like that whole playoff series. We're one of 4 teams left in the NBA. We got to see some crazy games. That Game 7 against Denver, that was amazing.
Made it to the Final Four, if you want to go that way, for sure. It's 20 years.
That's not easy to do. Especially for this team, this young team that's never been there before, had never proven themselves really. So, my big thing now is our expectations are going to be high for next year.
Yeah, and they should.
I know, but I'm already preparing myself for the letdown. I think that's just Minnesota way. But,
well, do you know anything about Cat? Is he going to be back? Do you know? I mean, I don't understand his contract.
Yeah, he's back. I think it's up to if he would leave, it'd be a trade.
Okay.
I believe that's right. Our NBA expert will be on sometime, hopefully, but he I don't know what to do, because like he got us, like he was a big reason why we won that Denver series, but then he was a huge reason why we lost the Dallas series.
He's so hot and cold. It's crazy to watch.
I think he set the record for the worst 3-point percentage in NBA Western Conference Finals ever.
Yeah, he kept shooting though, don't worry.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Ice cold.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if we had the right formula, but we'll find out, I guess, next year if they keep this team together. I would like to see a trade for another really good scoring point guard, kind of like the Kyrie.
Yeah.
So we have the Anthony Edwards, Kyrie, and then also we have Nas and Rudy Gobert already.
Is Conley retiring or done, you think?
I think he has 1 year left on his contract, so he'll be back. All of our players are back next year, for sure. Except I think there might be some bench players that don't really play. Their contracts are up, but But other than that, yeah, everybody's back, including our GM. I think Tim Connolly today or yesterday signed. His contract was structured to, like he had the option to opt out this season,
Okay.
after this season, and all they did was basically give him a little bit more money, and then gave him that option for next year, so he could just leave next year if he wants to. And he was the guy who made that huge trade for Rudy Gobert and all those Gobert and all those first round picks and that we don't have anymore. Everybody criticized it, including myself. The first year definitely was not looking good. But then now we find ourselves in the Western Conference Finals this year, so he looked like a genius.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that pans out. I don't know. I would like to break down the season a little more for sure. I know the thing is I don't know as much as other people do, and I just look like an idiot trying to do that. But I think we could do like a.
We'll get some people. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we could do like I could interview myself or. for the first time ever on radio, some guy interviews himself.
I'll interview you. It'd be great. You give me the questions to ask, all right? I'll ask you.
Okay.
We'll make it work. It's gonna be fantastic. We're gonna sound so fucking smart. We're gonna review. We're gonna practice the answers. We're gonna be so prepped. We're always prepped. We always prep, you and I. So
yeah, we're big show preppers.
That's what we are. We were 45 minutes late because we were prepping. That's what we were doing.
Yes.
There was no difficulties at all,
No.
So
it was a great prep.
It was.
Top
we did a
5
good job.
prep for sure.
Top 5. This is definitely top 4 prep for us so far, I would say.
Yeah. So who do you got for the NBA Finals now? Boston versus Dallas.
Oh,
who's the
Go Mavs, baby?
Really? You're going to go Mavs guy, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest.
I don't care who wins either way, but
I know I hate Dallas because they steal all of our glory. Dallas Stars. They were almost made the Stanley Cup this year.
Doesn't it piss you off a fucking Texas team has more success than the land of hockey? Was it the state of hockey, the land of hockey? I know I went deep there. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. That's
another
cold.
Depressing Minnesota sports.
Fucking a state where tumbleweeds roll over roads. I think it happens in some places, I'm sure. They have better hockey teams than we do up here in this fucking area.
Yeah, they had to take They took our North Stars, probably one of the greatest sports team names and jerseys probably of all time across all sports. The Minnesota North Stars.
It's pretty sweet.
And their jerseys were amazing.
I had that banner for a long time. I don't know where it went. I was thinking about banners earlier, but yeah, like little triangular banner, like that's a triangle, folks. If you know the shapes, this is a triangle.
They're pennants, weren't they?
Pennants, is that what they are? Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the best, dude. I used to love collecting those from my room or whatnot.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that earlier today. I'm like, I had a whole bunch of them. I don't know how they went.
Yeah, when
you start to get married and live life, and you start losing shit. Like, where the fuck did my stuff go? But
yeah, you got to find that though. Give it to your kids. Will probably appreciate it down the road.
They should.
Not right now, but
not right now. Yeah, no.
Especially if they get into sports. It's because when we got into sports very young age. I feel like it was. I think we're very passionate about sports. I don't know why, really, but I don't know.
We got into it pretty young for sure.
Compared to some kids, they don't care at all. Those kids wind up playing playing professional sports.
That's the way it goes too. Like that's the most irritating thing, man.
I know.
When people it is what it is, But I never forget Ryan Tannehill when he got into the league. I was just
gonna say that. Yeah.
He fucking knew nothing about football.
Yeah, he didn't know the divisions, the teams, or anything.
He's like, this is the football. This thing I'm throwing. God damn it, dude! Like all of us, everyone just knows it. Or it's the worst, or it's when you have those kids that play Madden and they know nothing about football. Like same thing, like It's like, well,
Yeah.
it's a game, but I don't know. We're the same way. Like, this shit just bothers you. You're like, oh God, if I could be in your body, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
I would know what was going on for sure. You know, you're just taking it for
100%.
granted. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's weird. It must be, I don't know. I bet it's got to be like something in their minds. Like they just think they're already at that level or something, and they are. I don't know, dude. I have a ton of theories behind that, but
No, I think
it does seem to be that way. Like there's
Yeah.
very rarely you'll run into a guy that's like has been a diehard Vikings fan his whole life, and he's dying to play for the Vikings, and he actually gets the chance to do that, or vice versa.
Yeah, that's why it's cool. I love to see that, dude. I don't care what team. When a guy can play for a team that he liked, it's so cool. You know what I mean? Because they're all. I mean, wherever team you go to, you're gonna play. I mean, for the most part, you're playing for just it says your employer. So like when the guy can actually do that, though, I'm like, fucking live it up, dude. Like Thielen, for example, like Adam Thielen, what a dream he
That's
lived.
a good example. Yeah.
Yeah,
he was that because he was. I remember because he talked about that with Moss and seeing Moss and all that stuff. Speaking of Randy Moss,
Straight cash, homie. I don't give a what they talk about. They better talk about this W that we put on Lambeau Field today. They can talk about the end zone celebration all they want to.
got
But
there?
I know what better be behind is that
that was
W.
for you, Trent. I put that in there for you. That W, Lambeau Field.
love it.
What was he talking? When was that game? I don't know which game it was. Probably,
Was that a playoffs? I can't remember if it was mid 2000s.
yeah, it was.
Was that the Mooney game too? That was a Mooney game, right?
Yeah, I tried to download a video clip of that for you, but that didn't work.
If I remember right, top of my head, I feel like the Packers won 2 and they lost 1 that year in the playoffs. It's so hard to be a team 3 times.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Please don't sue me. But
Yeah.
no, Randy Moss, man, he was something else. I love Randy Moss, dude.
It's amazing watching his highlights because I didn't realize it at the time, really, just how fast he was. To be honest, I knew he was fast, but he was on a different level. He looks like he makes guys just look like they're standing still when they're not, like. It was amazing. The guys are just pumping it. They're just like, you could tell they're running as hard as they can. He's just like,
Yeah. He just
jogging by
glides.
him.
Yeah,
it was
he just
weird.
glides. He was something else, man.
Yeah,
He was something special.
He was. We could jump right into the NFL. That'd be a great transition, but I feel like we're going to talk about the NFL the rest of our show, so I probably want to just get the Stanley Cup in there. The Panthers versus Oilers, Edmonton versus Florida. 2,541 miles apart those two cities are. That's the furthest distance ever in a Stanley Cup final. So
God, that's gonna be a fucking bitch to travel, man. That's crazy.
I mean, they're flying in the best planes you can. What is it? Charter planes or whatever it's called. I don't know. So they're not like crammed in with all of us peons, but yeah, it's still not going to be fun. It's probably going to suck.
That's still. I mean, it's still a stressor. So, or like it's still like. Oh, so Edmonton. How far away? Edmonton, Florida Panthers.
2,541 miles. I already looked it up.
I know. What's that here?
But I hate. I hope Florida wins just because I hate Canada and I want Edmonton's players to win because I'd like to see the best, like Connor McDavid. He's the best player.
Yeah.
Player in the NHL. So I like to see those guys get a championship every once in a while. But I also hate Canada a lot. So I don't want Canada to win anything. But I do like Florida.
We don't do that here.
Ryan Joney moved down to that area and has went to a couple of Florida Panthers games. So I know he's going to be cheering for them, so I'll be cheering for them as well.
USA.
Yeah.
That's what I'm cheering for, baby.
Yeah.
Edmonton.
Fuck Canada.
Yeah. Boo! USA, baby. And they're mountain time zone. So that's what I was looking at before. I knew the distance, but...
Edmonton is? Really?
Yeah. Edmonton, CA time zone.
Huh.
Is mountain.
I thought they were more closer to the West Coast, but I guess not.
They
just
are.
way
They're
up there,
close.
huh?
They're kind of...
Still
That's why I look
mountain
it
time,
up. Usually I can look at a map and just get a feel for the time zone. But this one I had it... I don't want to lie to our listeners. I looked it up. It's mountain time zone.
Yeah.
If that's wrong, sue Google. It wasn't me. Just sue Google. Get a good lawyer, sue them. If you win, I want half.
I could see how that will turn out for sure. I feel like you have a good case. So.
I think so too.
Yeah. What else is there going on here? I think all these, the NHL, that's what kind of sucks about this though. Like, what do you think about that when the NHL Stanley Cup and the NBA Finals are going on at the same time?
I think it's very interesting because, like, I'm not as excited as I should be. I'm not. I'm still thinking about football. I am. If the Wolves were in it, like, I'd be more. It's just like, I don't know, man. I'm wired for football. You know?
I could get into the NBA right now, but NHL right now, it's kind of past.
And part of
they need to fix a lot of things with the NHL, man. Like, I think that's one of them. I don't know how they would do that, but
what do you mean they need to fix some things with? What do you mean?
Their commissioner, Gary Bettman's probably the worst commissioner in sports. They constantly schedule games like during they'll do like right during NFL games and stuff. And you're like, dude, come on, just accept the fact that the NFL is ginormous. It's way bigger than you, and NBA too. Like, you guys would do way better, in my opinion, if they just did their own thing and they played. Like, the NHL is a winter sport, and now we're here sitting in June, middle of June, and their playoffs are going on.
Well, same with NBA, yeah.
Yeah, but basketball, you could play basketball any time of the year. You can't play NHL in June, outside.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yep, you're right.
And it's like, I'm fine, like March maybe. Let's end the season in March. Well, then you got March Madness. So maybe end of February.
There's gonna be something.
Yeah, I don't know what to do there.
Then you get into the Super Bowl. Anyway, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they make a lot of terrible decisions.
No. Well, that's the thing too, because with the NBA, just like, and the thing with the NBA is that just like the same thing, like, it's so spread out, man. Like, the series ended 4 weeks ago, I feel like, but game 1 tomorrow for the NBA.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is for the fans, because I know I was looking at that because I was looking at flying back for the finals. Is if you have those games set, the fans can plan that out. At least
smart man. That's a good.
That's my thought.
I'm so selfish. Way to think about other people. Good job. I didn't even think about that aspect of it.
Before I moved down here, I would have thought the same thing.
Now, these games are so damn late.
Yeah.
It's
that's killing me too.
10:30 tip off. I don't know how people do that shit. God bless those East Coast people, man.
Yeah. It is ridiculous here. I don't understand it, but
that's nuts.
It's weird. I think I was watching America's Got Talent last night, and it got to 10 o'clock, and I was like, oh, here comes the news. Nope, here comes another show. The news is at 11 p.m. at night.
Yeah, it's just a different life, Just like it is, just like how it is in California. It's different over there. Everything's over by fucking 6 or 7 at night,
That's true.
Which would be nice if you're an old man. But I think Central Time Zone, that's a bread and butter, baby. Central Time Zone.
Right.
No, I know I'm right. I know
you
I'm
are
right.
Yes, you're very
These
right.
coasts can both fall off. We'll keep the mountain time. We'll keep them here. They're okay. They're like a little brother, Central Time Zone, that is where all the magic happens. Fly over country, baby. What's weird?
I feel like the mountain time is very slim time zone compared to the other time zones.
They're like the forgotten time zone. I feel there's 4 people that live in the mountain time zone, No one lives there.
Who decided the time zones anyways? I don't like this guy.
I don't like him either. Fuck him.
Why can't we? Yeah, I don't understand.
It's all very interesting, though. I mean, it's crazy to think about. If you just sit down and really think about it, look at the globe, how there's all these different time zones. Anyway, we're talking about time zones now. Yeah, dude.
I mean, we talk about everything, dude.
We do.
top one podcast in my heart. It's the only podcast I listen to.
That's right. Just listen to it on repeat. That's right. Jinx, let me
get the views.
That's right, baby.
I think once we get 1,000 subscribers, we can monetize our account.
That seems good.
If you think about it, though, if you add up, I know none of this. Again, I get no one probably really gives a shit what we say at all, and I understand that. I don't care either. But this is fun just talking to my.
Either, you say.
Well, I'm talking to my bro cuz here.
Yeah,
my brother from another mother.
That's right.
Who's my aunt. Shout out to Aunt Leisha. So we have 3 fans: your mom, my mom, and my grandpa. Shoot out to grandpa.
The true hardcores. I gave Paul a shout out last week. He didn't say shit. You remember that?
Yeah, I think he gave up on us.
He probably did. Listen, the first 2 shows are great, and fuck these guys.
Yeah, we didn't hook them in. We didn't hook them in. Now with that new intro though, man. Whew,
get ready for it, baby.
Wait till we get to the outro. We got an outro too.
Oh, yeah. Stay tuned though for that.
Yeah, to the end.
Till the end.
All that stuff matters for all these analytics. I've learned a lot of stuff, which is it's nice. It's also I don't know. It's way more fun than my actual job. No offense. Shout out to my coworkers. I love them too. But the doing this is way more fun. I think they would agree, actually. So, but where were we going with this? There's another tangent that just went off the rails. We were talking about the NHL Stanley Cup. Okay, that distance. Should we just? I mean, a lot. We got. Oh, do you want to do favorite sports memory first, or go into the football news and then do memory? Then we got to rip some wax. And then that's probably the end of our show.
We like to save the whacking for the last, right?
Yeah, we'll save the wax ripping for the last.
Save the wax for the last. The whacking for the last. All right. Yeah. I'll let you choose, because I'm a gentleman and indecisive.
I think we go favorite sports memory.
Okay, you go.
We're kind of going down that road a second ago. If we could rewind and talk about Randy Moss and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
that was also Viking. That was also NFL news. We'll get better at this. The transitioning, that's tough, man. We gotta. I don't think it really matters, but
that's why I'm never gonna transition. Go on, dude.
Good. Glad. Well, favorite sports memory. This could be a whole show because our whole life is kind of based around. My whole life is based around sports memories. I know that, like a lot of I was trying to think of like the earliest sports memory I had, and I think it was. I want to say it was a golden. I think the first time I ever went to the Metrodome was a Golden Gopher football game. My dad took me to.
Okay.
I think that was the first time I went to the Metrodome, and I think it was number 44, something Dockings or something like that. I think was the running back, and I was obsessed with him for a while. I clearly forgot his name, but I just the Metrodome, dude. That place holds so many of my childhood memories. I think the first I think it was a Gopher game. Then it's probably Twins games and then Gopher game. I don't know. I was fortunate enough, thanks to my parents, and to bring me to these games and stuff. Because I don't know. I'd like to think I was a great kid. I don't think I caused really any trouble. I probably was a whiny little bitch at times, but
probably
I grew out of that. Okay. If there's been tons of times. I remember going to the old Civic Center for a Minnesota Moose game. That was in St. Paul.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was a cool little thing. I was obsessed with that team too for a while. Minnesota Moose. I don't think I think I might have been to a North Stars game, but I can't remember it. I do remember going to the stadium the North Stars played at. I can't remember what it was. The Met Center, I think. No, that was next to it. I think it was the Met Center actually, where the North Stars played. But I remember going there, and I think it was for a circus though. Like the circus was in town.
Okay, I got you.
I don't think it was a North Star game. But tons of times at the Metrodome, a lot of times. I remember one time it was Kirby Puckett bobblehead day. And I was there with Pat Berg, my mom, and then I think that was it. I think it was just us and my little brother was there.
Yeah.
And we got there early to like wait in line to get the Kirby Puckett bobblehead, and we ended up not getting it. But before that game, they have like those little like carnival games set up outside, like see how hard you can throw the ball.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Speed. Well, it wasn't like no one was working it, but it was set up, so a bunch of kids were just trying to see how hard they could throw the ball. Well, I was standing like off to the side, like way off to the side of it, but I was down towards the end of it, and one kid threw it, like he threw it as hard as he could, and it hit me directly in the back of my head, and the ball bounced like 20 feet up in the air and over some, at the time they were doing construction, and like my whole world shook there. I definitely got a concussion from that.
Yeah.
I was like messed up, and I remember the kid he came back and tried to give me like a pop because he felt really bad. And I remember the pop was like cracked open already. I was like, what the? That was a weird. And we didn't even end up getting the bobblehead. I think we were playing the Tampa Bay Devil Rays at the time too. So it was a terrible game. But I made it through the whole game with a massive headache. I remember that.
My first concussion.
Yeah, first concussion happened at the Metrodome while standing outside.
A lot of good memories.
I'm surprised I remember that. But yeah, that place was special though. Special place to me. I love it. I still like it almost better than the new U.S. Bank Stadium. I don't know what. U.S. Bank Stadium is pretty sweet. People constantly rate it as like one of the top stadiums in the NFL. And the first time I went there, I was like, it's okay. I just wasn't impressed. It just felt like I was in a just big concrete tomb. But I gotta probably go more, and I'll probably appreciate it. I still gotta go to a football game
there. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I got to go. I think the only play I went to the barn, but I don't think I went and saw a Gopher game there. It was like a high school basketball, and then Mariucci.
You haven't seen a college game there yet, huh?
No, never went to.
You got to go to a Gopher Badger game, dude. It's fun.
Yeah, I can imagine that'd be sweet. TCF Bank Stadium, that's a sweet stadium. Target Field's my favorite.
That was fun. We went to that
overall.
I remember we went to the when the Vikings were playing there, because
yeah,
we just went to the we just went to the preseason game though.
Yeah,
I just remember because you said that, but it was Oakland and the Vikings. Then it was the Raiders. Yeah, we got like $10. We sat in the top row. Do you remember that? $10 in the top row, just cheap as shit. It was great. It was so much fun, dude.
Yeah, it was beautiful too, I think.
Oh yeah.
Did we walk to the Twins game afterwards or before?
No, that was a different time.
Dallas Cowboys preseason.
Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys preseason. I forgot what Twins game it was. Wouldn't have been opener. It would have been earlier in the year.
That was at the Metrodome. Yeah.
Yep. That was when they had the shit hanging from the ceiling, from the rafters, because it collapsed before that. So they had the. Yeah, I forget what did we go to first? I think was it the Twins game and then to the Metrodome?
Yeah, I think. Man,
either way,
say it was.
I can't remember. That was fun as shit though. We were so sober. We didn't drink at all. That was fun.
Yeah,
it was a great time. But that's one of my favorite memories for sure.
Yeah. I guess my ultimate one, though, it was at the Metrodome, too, and it was the 98 NFC Championship game. I went to the playoff game before that. I mean, my dad took me, which nowadays I realize even how, I was very grateful at the time, but now even more just because
Yeah.
Those tickets probably weren't cheap, you know.
Fuck no, dude. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, both of those games, I think we beat the Cowboys or the Cardinals first, and then we had to play, and we beat the piss out of them too. So, and then 98.
That was a rough one.
Yep. That was the loudest I've ever been in any stadium, though. Like the crowd was the loudest I've ever heard in person. By far was that 98 NFC Championship game. That was pretty crazy. So that would be my number one.
I got you. All right, that's cool.
I'll never forget that. So.
Well, yeah, dude. Mr. Perfect, Gary Anderson. You man. Why? God dang it, Gary.
You only can make that up. Like
the one kick you miss all year. You couldn't do it earlier in the year. You couldn't do the final week of the season. You had to do it then. You had to do it then.
It's not like it was a 50-yard field goal either. It was like a 42-yard field goal or something. I tried to block it all out, but it happened.
But yeah, it happened. Yeah, dude. No, a couple of my favorite memories were in the Metrodome too, actually. So I went to a couple Packer Viking games there, and Metrodome was a good time. I mean, you could go there and like you know how it is. Like you could scream as loud as you want, and you can't hear yourself scream. Like that was the coolest part of it. You know, like as I've been to US Bank, but I've only been there for Monster Jam. I haven't been there for football yet. Like that's on the agenda. But Metrodome, man, I mean, you know, it's the fucking. I love the Metrodome. They have their trough. Like you know, remember the trough?
Oh yeah, little
like,
troughs.
You stand the whole length of the wall. Just the stained piss yellow bottom urinal. All the guys, just everyone's squeezing in. Something special about the Metrodome, man.
Yeah.
The volume, the noise there can't be topped.
And getting blown out too at the end of the game when they'd open the doors and the stadium was deflating, and then you get blown out the doors.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Because my favorite, I have a few good memories. Well, one I have, it's kind of bittersweet. It was with me and my dad. We went to the. It was the inaugural. I can't even say it. Inaugural game.
Dude, don't ask me. Inaugural. Yeah.
I'm such a tardo right now.
It's a hard word to pronounce.
It is. It was a Packer. It was a Packer Viking game. It was the when they redid Lambeau in 2003. I think it was for the opener.
Mm.
And they added the atrium and everything. The inaugural game. And the Packers lost 25-30 against the Vikings. Fuck. But that was such a good time. Me and my dad went, and he had a big, nice like thing made for the wall. Like we had our tickets were framed. Then they gave you a poster when you showed up as well. It was a cool thing. You know, like have it all framed up or whatnot. That was a super good time. But the other one that I would say. And I sent you a text, by the way, too, if you could read that there, sir. But another one I would say is Brett Favre at the Metrodome. And when he passed Dan Marino, so for the longest time, Marino was a touchdown king of 420 touchdown passes. Brett Favre got 421, and I saw it. It was so cool. Because I remember I went, my dad and my grandpa went, and they said I can go too, but I buy my own ticket. Okay, whatever, you know. So we went. So I had to buy. So they got in, and then I had to buy it from a scalper. So I was outside, and I got it from a scalper, you know. And he was out there, tickets, you know. How much are they? He goes, $100. I look, and the face value was like $40. I'm like, you fucker, you know. He's like, oh, they're great seats, man. They're great seats, you know. They were. I'm like, okay. So I talked to him. He goes, how about 90? I'm like, 90. All right, sounds good. I thought it was a deal. Like 90 sounds good.
Yeah.
And then that's when I looked and realized he made like $50-$60 off me. You know what I mean? And then I remember too, because I got my ticket. I said, thanks a lot. Yeah, I was so pumped inside, you know. And then he started talking to some other people like, hey, you looking for some tickets? He goes, yeah. These are $120. I'm like, but you told me they were 90. I'm like, he looks at me, gives me a look. Like, what the fuck you doing, man? I'm like, nothing. I'm like, yep, I got to go, and I'm like, that's when I learned, like, yeah, shut up, Trent. Sometimes you got to let things go. So I got inside or whatnot. I found I was last row in the last upper deck at the end of the end zone. It's funny because, like, to a lot of people, like, it wouldn't be a good spot, but I was dead center, essentially, upper deck, end zone, and I ended up being on the same side where Brett Favre threw the touchdown pass to.
Oh, nice.
And I was surrounded by Viking fans on all sides of me. And I never forget, they were within a 20-yard line. And, of course, you know how loud it gets there at the Metrodome. Just stupid loud. And, like, it's so fun because you can yell, but you can't hear yourself scream. Anyway, so they're getting loud. It was first or second down. Brett Favre was like, he starts going to do an audible, and then it gets so loud they're like, Brett Favre doing Brett Favre things. He steps back. He walks to the right. I rewatched the video too. He walks to the right. Jennings was to the right, far out wide. He goes like this. Like he points to the inside, like run a slant.
Yeah.
Run a slant. He gets back. He snaps the ball. Surprise, Jennings runs a slant, guns it on him, 421. It was beautiful. I was the one guy yelling. Everyone around me wasn't yelling at all. I'm glad I didn't get my ass kicked. But that was probably my favorite memory. I would say just like seeing 421 at the time. He was a touchdown king. And obviously now, like, there's a lot of guys that pass him up because the game is developed as well. But that was so super cool, man. I would say that was one of my favorite memories. And also one of my favorite memories, I saw your text, thank you, was going to Las Vegas and seeing your brother play in the tournament there. It was the Las Vegas, the Sevens.
Yeah.
In Vegas. That was fantastic to me because I still really didn't know much about it, but seeing it live and seeing like your flesh and blood play was freaking sweet. Just like knowing that's like seeing someone that's so athletic, because there are so many times like when you're like, wow, God, if only I could, if I had that guy's like ability, I would love to play like he played. Like I would love to play rugby or football, this or that. But like knowing that my own flesh and blood was, was so freaking sweet. Like that was fantastic too. So I would say that was good. That was was it UNLV's stadium?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's another one of those. I think last week I said undescribable. I don't think that's a word. Indescribable.
Yeah, you said undescribable, but I don't want to be mean. You said it a few times. It's indescribable.
Yeah, I did. Indescribable feeling too.
It's all
back
good.
to like watching somebody you actually know like play professional sport. It's a weird feeling. Like I know they don't understand, but for us, like seeing that, that was a special time too, for sure. That was fun. I remember my grandpa went to one too. That I know he loved that, and then everybody.
I remember that. I remember seeing there the one I went to. It was awesome.
Yeah. You guys were at the same. Yeah. That's something we won't forget. But I'm sure one of our kids will turn out to be a stud athletes, probably in NFL or MLB or something like that.
They better. That's what I'm trying to shoot for,
Yeah. If they don't, they're complete failures. I don't want to talk to them ever.
Exactly. I only talk to the
Just
top
kidding.
1% of the 1%, okay? That's why I talk to you, Brent. Okay?
Thanks.
We're only talk to the best people. That's probably why no one talks to me, right? That's the reason why. It's not because I'm an asshole. I have no friends.
No, I don't think you're an asshole at all. I never heard that word you described as that, so I can vouch for that.
You're a good man, Brent.
You're a good man. You're a great man.
That was fun. That was good sports or some our favorite sports memories there. I like that.
Yeah, there's
Inaugural.
countless memories too, but those are some for sure.
Yeah, those ones
Big
just pop out in the head. Those ones stick.
Oh, I was gonna say that the blowing out the door. I think I went to a bar downtown and they had coasters. I should have stole one. They had coasters that said, "I've been blown out the Metrodome," or it was like, "I've been blown at the Metrodome," or something like that.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I took a picture of it. But Those are things I'll never forget.
Ditto, man. I miss that dome. Good memories. I'm glad we got a lot of memories there, though. You know.
Yeah, it was sad to see it go, but
yeah.
Well, I guess it was for the better. Now I realize how much watching baseball there sucked. I mean, it was still great. I'll never forget Curry Puckett and like Ken Herbeck and a lot of those guys when I was a kid. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ken Herbeck, I barely remember, but I remember shit out of Curry Puckett. I was so excited to go see him.
Yeah,
but then,
I don't remember it.
You know,
that's cool, man.
The baseball playoff games there too were super loud too. It was pretty close to 98 loudness as well. But
it's pretty impressive, yeah, because they cut out probably like 20,000 seats or something like that for baseball. You know, they cut a lot of seats.
Yeah, they do those whole right field there.
Yeah,
folded up, but it still held probably 40. I think it was like 45,000 or something.
That's not bad then.
Might have been close to 50 even with the playoffs. Somehow
might
they
have been
had
80.
more.
Was it 90?
Might have been 100. But yeah, it's definitely a special place. I know I went there a lot. Another one was with my grandpa too, because the Twins and Cubs would hardly ever play back in the day.
Yeah,
and I guess they still do that with interleague, but now it's changing a little bit. We're all playing everybody, but I remember taking. I think it was just me and my grandpa. We went to a Cubs Twins game there. We sat like right behind.
Yeah.
Off to the side of home plate. It was like right down the first baseline or third baseline. I think it was.
Yeah.
That was a good one too.
Well, hell yeah, dude. That'd be cool.
I keep going on. Well, I could keep going on about that stuff, but we can move on though. All right, NFL news. Trent, you want to go first here? The NFL.
I would love to go first. Well, just recently here, let's see, we got my Packer boys. Usually the thing is no news is good news, and I should also say, I guess, no gossip either, which is also very good news. Well, something coming earlier in this week was how Jaden Reed and Dontavian Wicks spent 3 months together this off season down in Florida, helping each other improve their game. That's huge. That's huge. I love hearing boys want to get better with each other, you know. Love hearing players wanting to get better with each other, you know.
I mean, you guys are the Packers, so.
I set you up there pretty nicely, didn't I? But no, they spent the off season improving their game, their route running, their speed, their camaraderie. It's fantastic news right there. It also sounds like Goot yesterday was on.
Who's Goot? When you put that in there, I was like, who the fuck is that guy? I don't know any Packers. What are they called? Front office guys.
1 second here. Gosh, I'm trying to get the link up here.
He was talking about Jordan Love.
The GM. Yeah, it's the GM.
Yeah, in his contract.
Yeah, essentially saying that the goal is get done here as soon as possible. Get done here as soon as possible because obviously the way the NFL is, you know, there's always guys.
You know what I was surprised? I didn't think it was. I thought they were gonna give him another year, like they were gonna make him prove it this year. But he said he wanted the contract done before training camp.
Yes, and that's what you gotta do. Just like because it's always about like it's about like the next guy. Like it's about sign him now because if they wait till next year, it'd be even more money. You know, just like with Jefferson. You know,
or it could be a huge bust. He could be a huge bust. And then
it's possible, but it's not possible. You know,
I'm crossing my fingers. That's
they got to sign his ass as soon as possible. That's what they got to do. Because you still have Dak out there, you still have Tua out there, you still have Trevor Lawrence out there. Your other guys out there, and drive up the cost. So you got to do it as soon as you can. So that's just the way it goes. And with all positions, that's the way it is. Speaking of all positions, and want to even talk about it all, Brand? Maybe wide receiver.
On that front. No, speaking of contracts, and I'm surprised they got it done before Jamar Chase and all them guys, the other receivers, CD Lamb, Justin Jefferson. signed a 4-year contract extension worth $140 million, $110 million guaranteed.
That's the number right there. Yeah.
$35 million a year looks like it's going to be a salary cap hit of. And that's like, he's the highest paid non-quarterback player in the NFL. That's a lot of money to invest into not a quarterback. But I mean, we can do it because we got the rookie contract, for our quarterback. So,
Are you happy you got him?
I don't really care. I saw the what was it? The Packers. Jefferson makes $35 million, and all 10 of the Green Bay Packers receivers make $12 million total combined.
Yeah, this year. Yeah. It's nuts, isn't it? It's the way it all lined up.
Makes me really nervous, too. Just, I don't know, dude. I'm nervous now. Because now the more I see all this Packer stuff, since I have to look at your Facebook feed, basically, it's all Packers garbage.
Yeah, beautiful.
It made me sick, and I was like, why am I seeing all this damn Packer stuff?
That's how I felt with their shit.
Yeah. Then I looked at, who we liked. It's all Packers fans groups, and I was like, fuck you, Trent. I'm liking all,
I
just added, as many Viking stuff as I could right there. And,
I know, dude. It's been great. It's like Vikings fan headquarters. I'm like, God damn it, Brent.
Dude,
it was a good
stories
few
they
days.
post. They post, the stupidest stories. They're like, oh, T.J. Hawkinson might not be playing ever again. I'm like, where did you get that from?
It's just
his
comments.
opinion, which is fine, but
yeah,
it's like that's
some
brutal.
guy's blog, his mom's basement.
They're not podcasters like us.
That's right, in my basement.
Yeah, that's a big deal, though.
It's a huge deal.
I mean, it's for our GM, Kwesi. I mean, this is it. He's kind of committed himself to this team and J.J. McCarthy for the next 4 years. I mean, it's technically 5 years. We get Jefferson this year. He's still on his regular contract, and the extension hits in the next year. But so we'll see. I mean, we might as well do it because we don't have to pay the quarterback, So I'm fine with it.
Yep.
I wish he wasn't the highest paid. Because
it won't be for long.
I don't know.
Mean, yeah.
Well, yeah, I know. That's the thing. Is now is Jamar Chase. Does he deserve more? No, I don't think he does.
CeeDee Lamb is another one, possibly.
Yeah, I think JJ's better than him too.
Yep, I do too.
Yeah, hopefully it works out. I mean, he's got to have a quarterback to throw to him. So I'd rather be in your situation than my situation, to be honest. So.
Yeah, well, I know that.
We'll see. I like JJ. He's a good kid. So I think he'll keep his head on straight. So.
Yeah, he seems to be a good dude.
What else happened, Trent? We touched on the Packers. We'll talk about the other losers in the league. The Bears. Hard Knocks. Featured as Hard Knocks. Do you like Hard Knocks?
I haven't watched Hard Knocks in like 10 years. I like it, though.
Really?
I hear clips. I hear clips and I read stories, but I haven't watched the episode for a while. Because I haven't had HBO for a while.
Yeah, that's fair. But I love it. I don't know why. I just love seeing them guys. I love it. I love the inside stuff. I think I'm really going to like the off-season one here with the Giants that's coming out.
Yeah.
Off-season with the New York Giants. And I think when does that start? That's got to start before the preseason. Oh, it starts July 2nd. All right. 5 episodes, Giants off-season. So that'll give me some football content at least.
Hell yeah, dude.
Then training camp starts at the end of July, right? Usually. But what do you think about the Bears? Right. I love it. I can't wait to watch the Bears. Who's their quarterback they drafted? Caleb Williams. Oh, I just can't wait. I guarantee you there's gonna be some viral clips from that weirdo dude. He's weird. He reminds me of Karl Anthony Towns.
Does he
That's
really?
Who he is. I saw a clip of him taking batting practice at a Cubs game.
Yeah, I think I saw that too.
He's a different dude. Nothing against it, but he's definitely He's definitely different. But.
Yeah, and I saw a clip earlier. It was within the last 2 days. What was it there? The Packers. Yeah, Green Bay sucks. He was in a Chicago restaurant. He's like, Green Bay sucks. Green Bay. Leading a chant, you know?
He reminds me exactly of Karl Anthony Towns. His demeanor, the way he talks and stuff. I think they both came from well-off families, too. So
Okay.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I'm guessing it does, though. Build your character a little bit.
Caleb Williams thing is, too, like, people bust his balls because he was a big Packer fan. Like, there's like
really?
Twitter posts. Yeah, you look, he's a Packers fan or whatnot.
Oh, yeah, so he is a little special in the head.
That's too easy, isn't it?
Yeah. What else we got? Did you hear today? I think it was today. C.J. Stroud, rookie quarterback for Houston last year, proved himself.
Shit about
A-Rod.
Yeah.
A-Rod.
Saying how
he said, you know what I think it is? I've talked to Tom Brady about this because he's a good mentor to me, Stroud said. What he told me is his teammates and how he treats his teammates, and that's where I think it falls off for Rodgers. We don't know how Aaron Rodgers treats his teammates, but you can guarantee that Tom Brady treats his teammates right because he got those rings. And he said, if Matt Stafford was in an Aaron Rodgers situation, Matt Stafford would have won way more rings than Rodgers. Did you ever get that vibe from Rodgers when he was there? Was he a bad teammate?
No, I don't think he was. I mean, near the end, too, I think he just became like, just like with everything. Because what is he? He's 40 now. And, like, his team was so much younger than him as well. And he didn't, like, at the end of it, like, his last season there, he didn't connect with his teammates like Love did his first year, his younger teammates. So I think part of it was he just got older, and he just, I don't know what it was, like he just didn't want to hang out with the guys, like, because they were younger than him. I don't know what the deal is, but I can see, I can see where he's coming from with that comment for sure. You know what I mean? But would I say that I prefer Eli over Rodgers? No. I would not say that. So especially because I mean if they both switch roles and Rodgers was with the Giants, I mean Rodgers could have won those 2 Super Bowls, I think.
Well, he's talking about Matt Stafford. Like if Matt Stafford was on the Packers or was on a better team, Matt Stafford.
Yeah. Sorry, because he also talked about how he said Eli. He preferred Eli over Rodgers because it's the rings. Because Eli has 2, Rodgers had 1. So that's the thing too. Because I mean, I get it. If you want to go, that makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? But when you look at stats and just watch the way they play overall, Eli obviously definitely was not afraid to throw an interception, whereas Rodgers is well known he didn't want to throw interceptions. Eli led the league in interceptions 3 years in a row because he didn't give a fuck. He was Favre. I'll fit it in there. So Eli's kind of derpy though, but yeah.
It's one of the most surprising things. He won those 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, against Brady of all people.
Yeah, both against Brady. Yeah. NFL's weird sometimes, man. Like, really weird.
Yeah, it is. That's the thing, too. Like, Stafford is fantastic, too. And they both have won Super Bowl as well now, him and Rodgers. And Stafford played on some shit teams in Detroit, So he played through a lot of injuries, too. I like Stafford a lot. He's definitely a gunslinger. More of a gunslinger, I would say, just in terms of his decision-making. But
yes, Stroud is talking a lot of shit here.
Yeah,
for being a first-year quarterback only, and not really. I mean, he did win 1 playoff game, but
I don't know if it's a generational thing, or they just like don't. Especially because Rodgers is still in the league. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times, like you talk about this shit when the guy's already gone. You know what I mean? Rodgers is still there, and they played this year too.
Yeah,
the Jets and Houston do so. I mean, I haven't looked into it, but I also haven't heard anything like Rodgers saying anything at all. So I want to hear what he says because I'm gonna be going for Rodgers, man. I'm a Packer fan, but I still like Rodgers, So I know a lot of Packer fans don't, but I'm not a lot of Packer fans apparently. So
yeah, because you're secretly a Vikings fan.
Secretly, deep, 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 deep. No, I'm not. Come on, Brent. Come on, Brent. Why are you doing that to me?
Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm excited, though. NFL season's inching closer. We're getting closer.
Is, dude.
Closer.
Inching closer.
Couple inches away right now, which is a lot.
That's right. A couple inches, that's at least a foot.
Yeah, at least. Huge. But, I don't know. Anything else we want to talk about tonight? With sports-wise, we still got to rip some wax here to end the show.
I think we should rip
UFC,
some wax.
Yeah, I think we do. UFC was a big fight last weekend. I got to get into the UFC. Saw the Ultimate Fighter's back on. Conor McGregor, I think, got hurt and he's backing out of his fight. I like the UFC. We gotta talk some UFC sometime.
I got into it as well, honestly. So
yeah, I like Dana White, so I gotta support them guys. So.
Damn right, dude.
But what everybody's been waiting for, and hopefully I can piece this episode together. I'm pretty confident I can. But
let's do the wax. Rip the wax.
All right, so tonight we're gonna pull these Prestige 2022 NFL cards.
Ooh,
another Walgreens pickup.
Goodbye.
But first, we got to talk about last week. We pulled this Nikolai Jokic, Denver Nuggets base card. Sold for, it's ungraded. So you could get it graded and it might sell for a little more, but I think it costs more to get it graded than what it would sell for. So I don't think that's worth it. $1.24 for this card right now.
Whoa.
Trending on there. Yeah,
nice.
A lot of money. Karl Anthony Towns. Ungraded base. It's a base card. So this one was $1.19.
Oh, damn.
And the market goes up and down for these, so. The Steph Curry, that was like 99 cents. No, $1.11, sorry.
Yeah, $1.11
Steph Curry.
Okay.
Yeah. Luke Travers rookie card. So I looked up this guy. He was a second-round pick for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's currently in Australia playing basketball. So he's not over here yet. Yeah. But apparently he's kind of a big deal in Australia, so they're expecting him to get over here eventually at some time. But his rookie card is trending at $1.53. So
the highest so far. Money. Wow.
Yeah. Then we had this Tyree Eason rookie card as well. I didn't look up this guy, but apparently he is in the NBA right now, or was. And I think he averaged almost 10 points a game. For a rookie, that's not bad. Oh. This card, $1.99.
Oh, wow. You made some good money on this pack, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is you gotta... it doesn't really work exactly the way. The Jamal Suggs, 99 cents. This card, see how it's purple compared to the white or silver around the edges? So this is what you want. You want to see that different color. So purple is a little more rare. This card was 99 cents. But his normal card is like worth nothing. But since it's a special one. Nice. This one was our second best one. And if this was like a holograph, this card would have been like almost $50. But it's not a holograph. Like this would have been a holograph. It's just like a base normal type of this card. NBA Finals, Jason Tatum, and this one is going for $1.95.
Okay.
Yeah, some
That's
decent
cool.
ones, but nothing spectacular.
Yeah.
So I looked up on here. We need some Aaron Rodgers autographs. Any autograph card is going to go for a lot. Sorry, I'm not holding it up for this for the Prestige football. This is 2022 year. That was Aiden Hutchinson draft year. Chris Olave, Christian Watson for the Green Bay Packers. There's Vikings Lewis Seen, who's probably going to get cut this year. Terrible draft pick. But let's get into this here. We're running out of time. I know there's I'm hoping we got to get an autograph card is what we really want. I don't know if we got any out of here. I could tell already. Ooh, first card off the bat. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, that's
Detroit
cool.
Lions. That's pretty good. That's got to be a good card.
I like St. Brown.
So they throw in some old players too here. I noticed there's like a Carson Palmer autograph, Michael Vick, Sean Alexander I've been seeing. Here's a Brian Urlacher card. It's pretty cool.
That's cool. Urlacher. I like that one. Oh, yeah, me too, man.
He's a good guy too. Deion Jones for the Atlanta Falcons. I do not know who that is. Do you know who Deion Jones is? Linebacker?
I don't. I should know that. I feel like a turd.
Donovan People-Jones, now for the Detroit Lions, I think, right? You got traded last year.
Believe so, yes, sir.
Ooh, another great linebacker, Ray Lewis, old classic there.
Ooh. These cards were decent so far.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like that, like how they mix in these old players. There's a bunch of old players. Roger Staubach, that's a really old player.
Damn.
Dallas Cowboys. I like that.
Where's the signature? Just kidding.
Yeah, no signatures.
Come on, Sigs.
Ooh, Robbie Anderson. He was controversial for a while. He was a whiny little
chosen one
wide receiver for
Panthers. His name Chosen One?
Was it really? He named himself
He changed it, I thought, yeah.
Good old Rex Burkhardt, baby.
Oh, fucking Rex. As a Texan, huh?
Burkhead, yeah. I said Burkhardt. It's Burkhead.
Close enough, man.
Ooh, Hunter Renfrow. Did he sign with anybody? Because he's not with Oakland anymore.
He's not with Oakland anymore. I believe he did. You keep on looking. I'll do my research here, okay?
Okay. We got K. Whitty Pay. I don't know if I pronounce that. Defensive end. Don't know who that is, really. Javon Holland. I've heard of him. He must be okay.
He is currently a free agent. Hunter Renfrow is currently a free agent. Hunter Renfrow.
I would sign him just as a kick return, punt returner guy. Mecole Hardman Jr. Ooh, got one of the legends here. Barry Sanders, the best running back. I would say the best running back of all time.
Right after Amon Green.
No, after Leroy Horde, dude. AJ Green, is he still in the league? I think
no. I think he retired. Yeah, that's cool.
He might be. These are all cool. You think he's a Hall of Famer, AJ?
I think he might be close. I don't know.
Oh, Tristan Wirfs, starting offense left tackle for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I like that kid. He's a beast. Boston Scott, running back for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah,
sucks. Antonio Gibson, he just got signed by the New England Patriots. Running back. Sterling Shepard, wide receiver, Giants, probably still on their team because their team's garbage. Ryan Jensen, another good offensive lineman for Tampa Bay. I want to say this kid was a Minnesota kid.
He feels Minnesota.
He didn't play for the Gophers, but I think he
maybe he was a Gopher fan.
Maybe he's not. Maybe I'm misremembering that. C.J. Mosley, another good. He's getting up there in age too, for sure. Good player, for sure. Well, we got a rookie card here. Logan Hall. Never heard of him.
Ooh.
Defensive end, Tampa Bay. I don't think he did anything, right?
I don't think so. I have no idea.
Another rookie, wide receiver, Khalil Shakir.
Yeah, he's still with the Buffalo Bills there.
Yeah, he might be a good one. We'll hold on to him. They don't really have a lot of receivers in Buffalo right now, so.
Keon Coleman.
Giants rookie receiver, Wendell Robinson from 2022.
There we go. All right.
He had a decent year, I think, his rookie year.
It was decent.
Rashad White. Ooh, rookie card. Rashad White, he's a good player.
Yeah, he is. Good fantasy player.
Yeah, I like Rashad White. Ooh, we got some holographics here. David Montgomery, running back for now the Lions.
Now the Lions. Yep.
Look at that.
Backing up Gibbs.
Shiny.
There we go. Yeah, dude.
He might be a Hall of Famer. What? He might be.
Montgomery?
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I thought he was having. I wish I'd show his stats on the back here so I could make you.
Sorry.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Nick Bonito, rookie card. Nick Bonito, Denver Broncos.
Bonito
Linebacker.
Retrito.
That's got to be good, right? It's a rookie.
I think
autograph.
so. You got to mail it to him, ask him to sign it, and mail it back. Tell him to not suck at football. What's that?
A highlight reel DK Metcalf. This one might be our best one so far.
DK, he's probably the guy that looks most similar to me and you when he takes his shirt off. I like DK.
Yeah, we probably look a little better, but a little more toned.
A little bit.
Oh, a powerhouse Derrick Henry.
That's cool. All right.
We'll take a look at that one. Any Given Sunday, Andre Reed. Wow.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Yeah, this is cool. We'll take a look at that. Is he a Hall of Famer? I think he is. Andre Reed. And our last one, franchise favorites, Keenan Allen.
Oh, good old Keenan.
No autographs. Now with the Bears. I don't know if we did good on that poll, guys. I don't think we got jack squat, to be honest. But
I think it's fun. I like it.
Yeah. I'll look up some of those and get back next week, see if we hit on anything. I'm thinking maybe the Andre Reed and what was that other one?
I don't think he was Hall of Fame.
DK
Metcalf. Oh, he
Metcalf?
was. Yep, Andre Reed was inducted in 2014. Andre Reed was inducted, so you are correct, sir. Montgomery was a big fucking whiff, but you got Andre Reed.
You never know. He might play for another 10 years.
It's possible.
But that's it. I think, what should we pull next week? We got more football and we got more basketball.
Oh, my God. I think, well, you know me, I'm a little biased, but we haven't, maybe we'll alternate it. We gotta love football more, but maybe we should alternate and do basketball, you think, again?
Yeah, let's do basketball.
We won't get the fans happy, you know. We want to burn them out.
All three. But, yeah, I think that was a good show, minus our technical difficulties.
I felt like it was a good show, but it's still not over yet, technically. We still have a little fun.
It is not it. Am I missing something?
A little drop, the outro.
Oh.
We haven't.
Yeah, better. Hold on to your panties, everybody.
Hold on to your panties. Everyone buckle up.
It's going to be great. But I think we got to say goodbye for sure. Thank you for everybody listening. Appreciate it. Shout out to Grandpa. He's our #1 fan on the old, what is it called? The Alexa?
That's right. Amazon.
So, but he's only, I'm serious. We only have one view on Amazon every week.
Serious.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grandpa.
But, all right. We'll see you next week, Trent. I'll talk to you in a little bit here.
Sounds good, stud.
I'll play this and then we'll sign out. So, goodbye.
Thank you for listening to another brilliant and captivating episode of the Northern Border Banter Podcast, a Trent and Brent production. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Northern Border Banter Podcast. Watch and listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Podcasts. Thank you all for your support. We appreciate every one of you.